join the Senate Democratic leader in calling on the Vice President to remove this president by immediately invoking the 25th Amendment.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is one of several on Capitol Hill calling on Vice President Mike Pence to enact that amendment, essentially taking power away from President Donald Trump after rioters stormed the Capitol building Wednesday. Constitutional law professor Mark Graber says it's a quick process.
The Vice President meets with the cabinet, and if a majority agrees, they send a letter to the President pro tem of the Senate and the Speaker of the House saying the President is unable to fulfill the duties of office. The Vice President is taking over until the President is able.
Graber says the President can protest and send his own letter making his case. Congress would then have to vote on it. That process can take from 2 to 21 days, but the Vice President would serve in the meantime. The 25th Amendment is typically used for medical purposes, when a president is physically unable to carry out his duties. Graber says this is the first time it's being considered for a president emotionally or mentally unable, who might make decisions that would damage the country.
That's the real worry about unable, that it's not that Trump may make decisions you and I might think are bad, but that Trump will not act in the best interest of the United States.
Graber says if it's invoked in this case, Americans can expect more protests from Trump supporters. And he says either way, no one is sure what to expect over the next 13 days until Joe Biden is sworn in as president.
The question history will ask, was yesterday a prelude? Or was yesterday a turning point where a number of people said, you know, we're getting too polarized, the far right is getting too dangerous, we need to pull back?
No official word from Vice President Pence on whether he plans to enact the 25th Amendment. Reporting live downtown, Kim Dacey, WBAL TV 11 News.